What's up, beautiful people? How you doing? It's your boy Jege. I am extremely tired, you guys. I'm so tired. It's been a long day. I just got home. It's 7:20 in the PM. This is the latest I've ever recorded the vlog, and the day just escaped me. Anyway, I'm home now. How are you doing? Go fresh? This morning I woke up to, I think there were slightly under 80 Facebook messages and a bunch of emails, and a few people know someone who might have my number, so I've also been getting a lot of WhatsApp. By the way, if you've written to me in any of those places and I haven't responded, I'm not ignoring you. It's the sheer number of SMSs and emails and stuff that it's been overwhelming. I spent the first 2 hours of this morning responding to messages. I spent, I think, 3 hours yesterday doing the same, and the reason why I'm actually taking time out of my day to sit down and answer these questions is because guys are reaching out with some real stuff, some real life stuff. Those, in my opinion, deserve me just creating some time to answer them as best as I can. Now, I am not trained, I'm not a psychologist, I am not a therapist, I am not trained. Everything I speak about regarding addiction and recovery is purely from my own experience. I do know quite a few people who are in a position to help, and so usually what I do when I get questions like those, I'll forward them to someone who has the necessary training to deal with them. So all I can do is point at the right direction. Just in case you're wondering what I'm going on and on about, I had the fortune of being featured on the Daily Nation this past Monday. And first I was just very excited, and then I was very humbled, and I was like, oh my god, they actually really told my story and they told it really well. What I did not anticipate was what would happen next. Today is Wednesday evening, so this article went out Monday, right? Yeah, it went out on Monday. In that period of time, I've received upwards of 200 messages. Yeah, of course, some are just guys saying, hey dude, nicely done, keep going at it. I really appreciate those, by the way. And then now there are those guys who are like, listen, I have this person who's going through this, how do I, I had no idea that this would be the outcome. I am extremely humbled, but also, you guys, I'm officially overwhelmed. If you are yourself going through something, like you're the person who is caught up in the addiction and you want to have a chat, please by all means reach out to me on Facebook. I will respond. If you're reaching out for purposes of getting directions to someone who can help, please reach me on my email address. That's jegedlife@gmail.com. I will respond with where you'll be able to get much more information, or maybe a phone number, or I'll just lead you to where I think you'll be able to get the kind of help that you're seeking. Answering all the questions that I go is proving really difficult. The whole point of this video, today's video, I wanted to dedicate this video, and that's why I wanted to do it at home where I'm calm and relaxed. The whole point of this video was to thank you wholeheartedly. I tried when I first got clean to create a community or a place that made it possible for people like myself who are looking for recovery or who had found recovery to come together and have conversations about real life. I didn't manage. And since I started this vlog, and because of your time, because of you coming back week after week and just watching these videos, we have become visible to the right people, and I cannot explain how humbled I am by that and how grateful I am to you who is watching this video right now. Also, as a result of that article, we've received invitations like you wouldn't believe. One of the places that I've been invited to is Victoria Lounge. I think that's what it's called. It's the show by Victoria Rubadiri on NTV. They're going to be talking about depression. I don't know when it airs. I'll definitely let you know. I'm also hoping to vlog some of that process. We've also been invited to a rather mind-blowing thing. I didn't have much information on it at the time until I went and researched and found that it's actually quite a big deal. The UN have this initiative called it's actually a day. International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, and it's celebrated on the 26th of June every year. Through some very amazing people at NACADA, I have been invited to talk there. As in what? When this new and amazing friend I have made at NACADA invited me to speak at this thing, I was like, oh cool, okay, I'll come share my story. And then today I decided to just do like some background on it and find out more on it, and I was like, what? So that's a massive honor. I've also received chats and phone calls from radio stations, TV stations. So I had no idea it was going to be like this. There's a lot of interest, and my first instinct was like, too much. And then I realized this is exactly what I've been trying to achieve, which is not necessarily attention on myself, but attention on the subject of addiction and the subject of mental and emotional disorders. And now I do have that attention, and I'm trying to harness it as best as I can. So it's time for the weekly status update. Hey, listen, if you've just joined the community over the last few days, this part is a bit strange. We've had it from day one. Every week on Thursday, I do a weekly status update that is really me telling this digital family of mine how many we are so far. And so this week we have grown incredibly. I'm super excited. We are officially 100. That's 197 subscribers. There's a very good chance that by the time this video uploads this midnight, we might be at 200, and that for me is incredible. Bottom line, it needs to be okay for someone to say, hey, listen, I think I'm an addict, and the society be okay with that and be like, okay, fine, let's get you some help. Or I think I have depression, or I think I have some kind of emotional condition or mental condition. We've got to get to a place in our society where it's possible for someone to say that and find the help they require. Let me tell you what's happening currently. We as an African culture have placed a lot of stigma on addiction, emotional and mental conditions. Yeah, so what happens is when one of your own, like say a family member, has addiction or is going through a mental thing, we keep it to ourselves. We don't want the neighbor to jua. Yeah, so everything you're doing to get this person help, if at all, is chini ya maji. And that stigma is the reason behind guys not getting the healthcare they require, and we've got to end it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate you. Manifest your best life possible and be good.